TayRayGun's Legos, bricks and toys.
All right, toy fans. So, Lumibricks has even more sets. It's kind of wild how much they're coming out with, and I think I calculated it was like 9 sets in total that just launched on their site. Now, a lot of these I've known about for a while. I'm with the affiliate program, so we do get some of this like in stock. But when they come to the store, that's when I want to celebrate it, talk about it. Now, interesting enough, I put it in new first, and it gave me the Underground Dance Battle, which I have, and the Street Tour Bus, which we've looked at. But we're getting a Fortune Club Saloon. That's the first big one. Okay, so let's kind of look at what we're getting. We get the Fortune Club Saloon. That's new. The Film Studio Tower, which is also a new one. We're getting the Neon Tech Tower. Okay, another big uh, uh, cyberpunk set, which is 150. And I bring this up because I had someone that was, talking to me about the fact that Case Spinner is out and or it's about to come out, and I really wanted that I could afford it. A lot of the cyberpunk sets I can't afford because they are pricey. We do have this one now. This is one I've actually been looking at. It's a neon tech station. So we get a tech tower and a neon tech station, both cyberpunk. One's 150, one is 75, so half the cost. This is something I might be looking into, and we'll kind of compare parts and stuff, or like minifigures, things like that, and see kind of where the difference is. We're also getting the Misty Force Cabin, Seafood Restaurant, the Corner Photo Studio, and then the Western for Trading Post. Now, we had talked about the Wild West Ranch Duel. This is one that's on my list of sets to get. This Western Fur Trading Post is also on my list to get. So let's start up here with that Fortune Club Saloon. I don't think we've talked about this. So, I mean, overall, this thing looks really nice. It's pretty. It's pretty. Now, we have a saloon out already. So there is a saloon in the Old West sets that are available, but this is a little bit different. It's kind of a more modernized version of it. It's pretty. It's very pretty. I like the way that they built the skull up top and the banner up here. This is nice. One of the problems I normally have with sets is where am I going to be putting them? So I still have like my cheese farm or cheese house, and it's still boxed up at this point. I've got lots of sets that have kind of been broken down, put back in their boxes, and thankfully Lumibricks boxes are big enough that you can sometimes take some of it apart, stick it back in the box, and you can come back to it later, because otherwise I don't necessarily have all the display room for that. But yeah, I mean these are gorgeous. It's got gambling tables there. Very nice. Now I'm not too big on when they do the tiles and they have like a bunch of cards on one tile. I kind of like seeing those separated a little bit, but you know, it looks nice. We've got looks like a barber station here, which is pretty cool. Again, looks like blackjack. You got a piano. There's some pretty cool stuff here. Dominoes, so they're throwing bones out back. That's actually pretty cool. I like that dominoes tile. Of course, bartending, got money. This is detailed. And this is very nice. We do get 4 minifigs. It looks like. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. I wonder how the back looks on this. It's pretty basic, but I'm guessing it just opens up. So yeah, not bad, not bad. Let's see, 2,782 pieces for minifigs, 61 printed bricks. Nice. 140. That's not bad. I mean, they're getting pricey, but the pieces, the builds are getting a lot bigger too. So that makes total sense. Now we got this film studio tower. Now I've heard a lot of people talking about wanting to get this, and I can see why. This thing is $200. $200, but we got a ton of stuff here. Even that blimp up there. This is this is pretty cool. Now it doesn't say if this is within the what is it, the urban street culture street fusion thing or not, but I'm guessing it could fit with any of those sets, or it's probably one of the X series sets, so it kind of stands on its own. Um, the thing is, it's huge. What it looks like, but it's beautiful, like well designed, very well designed. Wow. I love these pictures that they have up here. Brick Rush, Big Red. I wonder if those are actual posters they have on this building as well, because I mean, it is like a studio. Dream Brick. I guess it's a DreamWorks. Nice little reference there. Street Guardian. Very cool. That reminds me of the Warriors come out and play. I wonder if that's what that is reference to. Oh, fun. Dream Brick Factory. We get some people in costumes and camera crews. That's fun. This is a lot of fun. Oh, we do. These are posters. So we do get the Brick Rush. Brick. I can't. Brick something. It's supposed to be like the Joker. The Ring King and Big Red. Nice. Some Tarantino stuff, some Rocky. We get movie posters down here as well. Very cool. We get, it looks like oh, it's a robot. Looks like it's being shot out of the side of the wall. So I'm guessing there might be like a play feature where it breaks through. Scene one, Alien Gate. Oh, yeah, this is, oh, look, it's got a cow. This is a lot of fun. I dig this. It's got the playbill. It's got some stuff in the background. I guess this is like storyboarding design. I like the old TV over here. Very cool. We got, I guess it's like a monitor or something that's up here. Maybe some props. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minifigs. I mean, one just looks like a Golden Globe minifig, so I wouldn't necessarily count it, but it does say 8 minifigs, 73 printed bricks, 3,891 pieces. This thing is over 2 feet tall. So it's one base plate deep, little over a base plate wide. So if that's 15 and base plate's normally 20, I would say it's probably in the range of, let's see, 32. So it's probably in the range of like 46 studs wide. It's kind of big, very big. Wow. That thing is amazing. This would be cool to put together. This would be a really cool piece. Where I would put it, I have no idea, but that would be a cool one. I can always dream, right? All right, we got that Neon Tech Tower. This looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. So let's see. Neon Corp. So more of our Neon City Cyberpunk sets. Someone had told me they're like, oh, the Cyberpunk sets are more in the vein of Blade Runner. Yeah, kind of. Blade Runner is cyberpunk, but it's more of what's considered tech noir. So it's got a lot of old buildings that have been manipulated with some technology on it. These feel very futuristic. So these feel more like with the alien stuff. This feels more like things like Akira, um, Cyberpunk, the cartoon. This is kind of like higher level, more streamlined. This feels more like this fits in with like RoboCop. and not like old Detroit, but like some of the newer areas of old Detroit or new Detroit in that vein from the comics. A lot of this reminds me of stuff from the RoboCop comics. If you ever read those, I used to love those. But very very sci-fi, high futuresque. Um, Interesting. There's some wires here. I'm not sure I like that. That's kind of odd. I mean, it looks cool. I don't see a lot of need for this unless there's an elevator that goes up there. And it opens, but it seems very narrow. Very, very narrow. Yeah, there's a lot of wire work here that looks like it's showing up. This, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Um, Neon Corp Civic Data Center. So it's a data center. Man, if that doesn't if that doesn't rub some people the wrong way right now, especially right now because I'm in Texas, and so there's a lot of fight to some of the data centers around here. I do like, so when we do have wires that are wrapped like this doesn't bother me. It's when they're out and kind of in between bricks on the side of the building, but like this, that's easy peasy. That's okay to do. Got DNA there. There's some interesting stuff here. Okay, so the whole tower is open up and you can kind of open up and go in and check things out. Okay. Data daily. I like the raccoon on there. I like raccoons as it is. So there you go. I'm kind of sold on that, but it's a very interesting look. We get one built minifig. So one, two, three, four, five minifigs. I like this yellow one here. I like that look quite a bit. Neon Corp. Yeah, this reminds me of something from the Cyberpunk Edge Runners cartoon more than anything else. 18.5, so about a foot and a half. Okay. A little bit over a foot and a half tall. Uh, a little over a base plate wide at the bottom, so not bad. 2,270, 27 pieces, 5 minifigures, 40 printed bricks. $150. It's not bad. I think the only thing is that I don't see enough on the inside to understand the detail about it. And I did they have a video of it? Because I oh now that's cool. See, that's what we needed to see. We needed to see the lights moving. There's of course lights in the base, which is pretty cool. There is some interiors. There's a whole lobby, and then I guess this is the data portion on the inside. So this is a data center. So a lot of it is, I guess, just opened up and mechanical. So it feels less like played in and more. It's interesting. It's interesting. Elevator on the outside, these little flaps. I mean, it's kind of cool. And I'm wondering, okay, so this looks like it would fit with the other set. So let's look at that other set because that one goes seems like hand in hand. So this is a Neon Tech station. Probably a good thing that they separated these two. Like for me, 150. I don't always have that kind of money, but 75, a little bit more doable. Um, so this looks like it maybe has one buildable figure, a couple minifigs. It's a little bit smaller set, but okay, this is kind of interesting looking. I like this. A little bit more subdued in its color. Like you got a lot of metallics, grays, dark grays. Uh, Still have the bright colors though. Okay, so number 6. See, with these, you could always like if you had station numbers that you could change out tiles and do different tiles. You could always do kind of a world build where you buy multiples and set them out and just change the numbers so you have different number stations wherever you want. I kind of felt like that we should have done that with like the Cyberpunk police car, but okay. Again, that wire sitting out right there. That is we have blocks and stuff that are able to hide that. That feels odd that we're getting that right now. Like it just hanging out. That's oh. And I mean that's possibly probably had no other way around that, but that kind of rubs me. Especially since we've had builds where that has been a little bit more hidden and a little more secured. That feels a little odd. I mean, down there, I get that, but I don't know. Coming out of the side of the build, just it feels a little odd. Okay, we got an alert. We got a download station. There, that's fine. That seems very minuscule. Of course, we got our jumper plate to attach one to the other. And as far as I know, you can only go so far with those, and then you're going to have to like do a new plate somewhere. So this feels like the other feels like a data center with workable stuff. This feels like a networking hub more than anything else. Again, right there, I don't. Could we not just run that off over here onto? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Nice colors. Looks pretty cool. There looks to be a door there and a ladder. Um, Pre-crime index. Ooh. So we're kind of going into some Minority Report sort of stuff, some precogs. If you know, you know. Here's the thing, guys. I love Philip K. Dick. I've got books upon books, like volumes of short stories of his stuff. So a little bit smaller, 15, a little under 15 inches, a little over a foot, 9 inches by 8 inches. It's not bad. 19 printed blocks, 2 minifigures, 1,282 pieces. That's not bad. Not bad. Let's check out and see how it's turning here. Okay. It's got blinking light. It looks pretty cool. I mean, I have other sets I'd want to get first, but this, if I had the city ready, this would be probably a pretty cool thing to put in there. I could get behind that. Now the Misty Forest cabin. Oh my god, I keep seeing ads for this all of the time. And it looks beautiful. It really does. This thing is running at 124 right now. Uh, let's see. Got that wire coming out of the back, but I mean, it's got a battery pack in there, but you can still hook it up USB. Lots of plants. If it's supposed to be jungle, it makes sense, right? Oh, wow. Okay, so we got vine work. I mean, the way they're doing their trees looks incredible. I like having these palms in red and dark red. I guess that's a cow over there. We got a crocodile. Some pretty cool brick built stuff in here. Uh yeah, I mean it looks nice. Of course, when you set it against pictures of things, it always looks, more incredible, but let's looky there. It's a nice looking set. I like this open roof over here as well. Okay, finally. See, this is one of the things I enjoy when you got a modular like this. How does it open so we can see, get into things? This works. We got this door that opens here. We got the roof that comes off. We got this side that pops open over there. It's very nice. Very, very nice. Archery. Here be discoveries. Okay. Pretty cool. Uh, Oh, we got a science station. Looks like they've got a printed like thing with a centipede in there, which is actually pretty nice. Cool. I like the way they're doing this rope ladder. This would actually be a really cool thing to do. And I think I had to look see if I had any droid arms, but I've got these types of ropes. I got plenty of them. Nice ferns. Cool way to add in some snakes there. I love this build for this mask here. That's pretty solid. Let's see. We got a rotating totem. That's a cool play feature. Okay. We got lots of cool printed pieces, photos, crocodiles. I like the way they're doing these plants. A lot of this is really nice. And I haven't thought about this. If they're doing a palm and then they're doing a 1x1 tile with Technic pin and then they're hooking that to it to secure it, that's actually a pretty cool idea. Might use that. Hmm. Cool plants. Really nice way of building these plants here. That's actually pretty solid. I like this as well. There's some good building techniques in this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to kind of like, how much money do I have? Of course, I don't have the money to get this at all at this point. But man, this looks really nice. Trying to figure out what that is. It looks like some sort of Technic thing in there, but I'm not sure what it does. I wonder if that's like for a crocodile or no, there's crocodile right there. Pretty interesting way of building a crocodile. I like it. I like I've never seen using these two pieces in conjunction like that, but that's pretty cool. Got a chameleon. That's pretty awesome. Lots of really good big brick building aspects in this. This is really cool too. Oh wow, and having that wrapped up on there. Yeah, this is nice. You could tell design wise, whoever designed this, they put a lot of love into this one. Like you can see it. Absolutely see it. Okay, let's look at the specs. 49 printed bricks, 3 minifigures, 2,867 pieces. It's about a little over a foot tall, foot deep, almost a foot wide. Not bad. 124. And I don't know if that's like sell price, but probably 124. Let's see. We got 3 more. So we got that seafood restaurant. So real quick, if you haven't subscribed, if you're liking this stuff and you haven't subscribed, hey, be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Like this video, helps you to know what you like, what I'm making, that sort of stuff, man. That sort of thing definitely vibes and helps out the channel quite a bit. So let's look at our seafood. Now, the seafood restaurant goes with a lot of the vacation series. Um, and this looks nice. Looks nice. I like this ocean aspect that they got up here. It looks like they've got a tank for crab and stuff. They got a number as well. Established it's at 1980. That's pretty awesome. Thing is, I've been to restaurants that were like on the water, which are pretty cool. We used to. There's a restaurant that we'd go to in Surfside that was kind of on the water as well. Very nice. Let's see. I mean, it doesn't look huge, and I think that's a key thing is it's not oversized, but it looks nice. Guess it's beach there. This might have done well just to be a full deck and had a little bit more water on it, but if you're tying it up with other sets, it makes sense. They do have that plate on the side, so you can hook it up to another. That's pretty nice. 4 minifigs, kind of the 70s sort of vibe look. It looks like he's got food on him. The backs open up so you can get in this way. I'm guessing it is modular that you could pull like one thing off of the other, but it seems like this would be kind of weirdly top heavy. I'm wondering if it might only be that it opens from the back. I don't know. I haven't seen too much on it though. There's a guy on TikTok that I follow that was thinking about putting it together. Or no, he's doing the moon bar. That's what it is. Pretty nice. I mean, it feels. Here's the thing. It feels coastal. It feels great. I love how they're putting this grill together. The grill that was on the skate shop up on the roof of the skate shop, kind of like this, but this feels a little bit more fleshed out and more well thought out. I like this a lot, actually. Cool. Got a boat, building some waves here. I like this. Old TV, some records, some old classic telephones. That's pretty cool. Lots of decor. Kind of small though, as far as like seating and all that. But I guess it works because you have seating outside as well. Okay, not bad. I like how they're putting these chairs together. That looks pretty nice. Yeah. Catch of the day. And the kitchen looks actually pretty solid. Deep fryers. I love this. I love that they're doing that. That coffee maker looks really, really legit too. There's a lot in this that looks really, really good. Let's look at the specs. So, 63 printed bricks. We've got 4 minifigures, 2,484 pieces. It's about a foot tall, foot wide, a little under a foot deep. 129.99, 130 bucks. Not bad. Okay. Our last two. So we've got the Corner Photo Studio. All right. So our Corner Photo Studio, and this is one. So when people were talking about the film studio, I was like, oh, is it this? Didn't realize that the film studio is something completely different. But we do have this photo studio, which is a part now. I believe this is a part of the Street Fusion. 79.99. Okay, and this kind of reminds me a little bit of the hardware store that I did with BB Tillebricks or Thalagil. It's got a lot of the same look about it. Probably about the size of the skate shop. Though, interesting enough, the skate shop cost, I think it was like 120. Maybe it was 99. So this is a little bit cheaper than that. It's cute though. I like it. It's subtle. I like the way that they're doing the some of these parts. The antenna, solid. Legacy Studio. Got the door open. I love these sorts of bottom shops and then an apartment upstairs sort of thing. This is cute. Got of course the Brickington skate. Got some graffiti on the side. My family is watching this. Hey, $79. Why don't you go ahead and get it for me? Just go ahead. Um, yeah, and we've got this. So the way that they're doing this, so that we do have this that opens up. Interestingly enough, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm if this is all studded and we're expected to pull that up, I'm a little concerned because how is that gonna work? That should have like the modified tiles on it just to hold a little bit. This that feels a little odd, but we do have this opening side over here, though we do have some hindrance here. At the opening side, we got this cool. It's almost like a dark room actually. Got the roof on there. Of course, the photos. Got looks like costumes. That's pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, it's like a dark room. Nice red light. This is actually pretty cool. I like how they had the things hanging up and you got the different stops, chemicals, radio. Well done. Well done. I did photography in high school and college, so I was looking at them like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Only thing is do they have hopefully they have the trays, the wash trays. Nice. Okay, so you can turn this around, take different photos. Okay. I mean, this looks pretty cool. It's got a door here, but it's also got a door on the other side, which is kind of get your shoot on vintage portraits. So it's an actual legacy studio. Nice. And you got looks like photos, tiles up front to be photos to show off. This looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. Lots of tiles. Again, a picture of that dark room. Nice shot, more graffiti. Not sure what that is. That's a little odd. Okay. And I guess that's you just took the face of it off. Um so this one 40 printed bricks, which is kind of odd because we have a lot of pictures in there, but 40 printed bricks, 1,425 pieces, 2 minifigs. It's what? 9.5 inches tall. one base plate wide, but that's a base plate with the photo booth outside. That's look kind of small, and then only 5 inches deep. That's 16 studs. That's a small set. I mean, I'd get this just on the lines that it's A, it's more affordable. B, this would be easy to kind of fit into a city block easily. Nice, nice. Not bad, not bad at all. Okay, our last one. Now this is one that is definitely on my list because I know I want to get that Wild Ranch duel eventually, but this also, I love the Wild West stuff. So, okay, this is our fur trade station. Nice. Now we've gotten this minifig before. Oh, Lumibricks, what are you doing to me? No, 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 no. You can't do that. We've got this minifig. It looks like with the stagecoach. I know because I made a point that he looked like was it Star Lord's? I can't remember his name, but from the Magnificent Seven, he plays in that. Chris Pratt, and I said he reminded me of that. But now we've got it. That looks like the figure from the Western Stagecoach, and that would be upsetting if they're reusing a figure. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. You got all these other options. Stagecoach is still available. Once the Stagecoach is gone and it's no longer available, and I might be wrong on this. I might be wrong. It might not be the same minifig, but that looks very much like the Stagecoach minifig. We do get two Native Americans. I'm guessing from my understanding, I believe they're Cherokee. Wow. Now this looks cool. I like the teepee here, the clothing, the trade, the big elk head. This looks really cool. Of course, he's got beer. I don't know what this is. This is a little odd. That's the same pose over and over and over. I'm not seeing too many things that look very different here. Okay, same pose. We got a hole in the side of the building. Okay. All right, so we are starting to see some interior. We got a hole in the ceiling. We got a hole in the side. We got some bones and stuff. We get fish up here. It looks like a new fish mold. That actually looks pretty cool. Um, Carving knife, a skull. They're probably cleaning. Got a fabric teepee, which looks pretty good. All right, so this must be the inside. So we've got some printed stuff. We got a dream catcher. We get a hat, some weavings, some different horns and stuff here. We got a plant growing up to the floor. That feels a little odd. That it's like I'm there, but I'm not. We've got this, and why do we have a random wire just hanging out right there? It's like it got unplugged. That feels weird. This, of course, is a door that opens up, and we got stuff on the inside. It feels kind of not uninspiring. It just feels I'm not. I guess because I need to back up and see the whole thing. I'm. There's a part of me that's kind of like second guessing my choice on this. Hmm. Dead horse post. Uh, let's see. Oh, it's a relatively small set. So we got 3 minifigs, 15 printed bricks, 1,432 pieces. It's a little over a base plate wide, 8 inches back, about 8 inches tall. Uh, $69.99. I wanna go to this ranch store real quick and just kind of compare real quick. Um, because I know we've had this before. Like I've talked about this, but where's the data? Because I there's a part of me that really liked 3 minifigs, 1,023 pieces. So it's very close in scale to the other one. It's a little bit smaller. The other one's a little bit wider. This one's a little bit narrower, smaller. But interesting enough, 3 minifigs, not as many printed bricks, but also just a little bit cheaper. Real quick, let's go to the. We're going to go down to our oldest and see if we can find that. We might have to do it this way. Before we go, I wanted to look at the Old West series and just make sure that stagecoach. Oh no! Yeah, look at that. Okay, so if you look at him here, okay, got a good look at him, right? Now let's go to all series. Actually, we'll go back to the Old West, and let's go to the newest, new to old, and let's take a look. Yeah, that's him. I don't know. The thing is that the Ranch Duel definitely on my radar. The Tech Station, kind of like that idea quite a bit. It looks pretty cool. I really wanted that fur trading post, but the fact that Lumibricks has the same minifig from the Stagecoach to this set is a downer for me. And the reason why I say it's because I have the Stagecoach, I have both Stagecoaches. I have a lot of the small sets. This should have been a different figure. And the thing is that I mean, there's a little bit of difference in that. He one has brown pants and this one doesn't. Like he has black pants there, but it's still the same. Keep this, change this. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. But anyways, hey, listen, that's all I got on the new Lumibricks sets that are out. They are out right now. If you're looking at them, you're like, hey, I want to get one of those. Hit up my affiliate link down below. Get something. I get a small commission. Those commissions, they're going to pay off over time, but every little bit helps. I tell you, every little bit helps. Commenting, liking this, sharing this out to your friends, those sorts of things help the channel grow. If you enjoyed this, you haven't subscribed, hey, be sure to subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And yeah, I'll be coming back with more stuff down the road. Got any opinions on it? Let me know down the comments. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Some pretty cool sets, some pretty decent stuff, and we'll kind of take a look next time Lumibricks puts out a new slew of sets, right? All right, hey, thank you all for your time. I appreciate you. I love you. Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. Good luck with the build and happy brick hunting.